This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 586, The Worst 401k Mistakes Millions of Americans Commit, by Robert Farrington of thecollegeinvestor.com. And I'm Dan, your host, and a happy Memorial Day to you on this Monday. And I've got a brand new author for you on the show today. It's Robert Farrington. He is the creator of the popular site, thecollegeinvestor.com. He's written over 1,200 blog posts, and he also gives away his ebook there as well. That's on student loan debt, and it is very much worth checking out. Also, Robert Farrington is known as America's millennial money expert and America's student loan debt expert. But we'll have posts that aren't just for millennials, like today's article. So with that, let's hear our first post from Robert as we optimize your life. The Worst 401k Mistakes Millions of Americans Commit, by Robert Farrington of thecollegeinvestor.com. For the most part, having a 401k investment is pretty simple, especially if it's offered through your company. You let your company know what percentage or what dollar amount you'd like to invest, and it's automatically withdrawn from your paycheck and put into your 401k. The money gets divided into your pre-selected investments, and presto, you've invested once again. Like I said, simple. That's why it's the first order of operation for retirement. But there are plenty of mistakes that could be made with your 401k. So do your best to avoid these. 401k mistake number 1, not diversifying. Within your 401k, you have plenty of options to choose from. You most likely have the chance to invest in small cap, large cap, growth, foreign, and some other funds that are quite stable and consistent. If you are young, you might be tempted to base your decision on the historical earning of each fund and choose the one that has returned the highest percentage. While mutual funds are technically a grouping of many different stocks, this is not an effective way to diversify your money. Be sure to choose at least 6 or 7 funds and choose from 4 or 5 different segments of your 401k plan. 401k mistake number 2, not paying attention to fees. Did you know that each fund within your 401k has fees that you have to pay each year or quarter? For the most part, these fees are your payment to the mutual fund manager and employees. Oftentimes, the fee is less than 2% and seems very small, but when your fund only increases by 6% in a year, that means that you effectively only earned 4%. Those small fees just took away 33% of your earnings. If you have the option of investing in index funds, I would strongly advise that you take a good look at them and consider putting some of them into your portfolio. While mutual funds are more carefully selected stocks by a well-educated manager and his cronies, sometimes the heightened fees just don't make sense. Index funds are set up to model a particular index, like the S&P 500, and the value rises and falls with that fund for the most part. The fees on these funds are ridiculously low, like 0.9%, and will model the general market pretty well. So if you aren't trying to desperately beat the market like many try and fail to do, and are content to earn along with the market, then these might be a great option for you. 401k mistake number 3, not utilizing the company match. For a while, company matches were a thing of the past because of rough economic times. But for many companies, these matching contributions are making a comeback. If your 401k exists within your company and you're receiving a company match, again, by all means, contribute. Let's say that you earn $50,000 per year and your company matches 100% of your contributions up to 3%. If you contribute nothing, then guess how much they put into your account? Exactly 0. But what if you invested 3% of your income? That means that you would put $1,500 into your 401k over the course of a year, and your company would match that, meaning they would also contribute $1,500. Do you realize that you no longer earn $50,000 a year? Nope, your company just gave you a $1,500 raise. With their contribution, it's kind of like making $51,500 instead. If your company matches your investment, use it. 401k mistake number 4, taking out a loan from your 401k. I saved one of the biggest mistakes for last. I believe that far too many people are borrowing from their 401k account, and they think it's a wise thing to do. First of all, this is your retirement money. For most 9-to-5 employees, this is their sole retirement investment. They don't have an additional business or income from rental units. No, they've got this 401k, and that's it. Yet they think that it's a good idea to take money out of it. Anyway, enough of my ranting. Why do I think that this is a bad idea? 1. If you're under the age of 59 and a half, you're going to get charged the 10% penalty for withdrawing money from your investment early. There are very few cases where you can avoid paying this penalty, so just plan on it. 2, when you pull your money out of your investment, you're no longer earning any returns on it. This doesn't seem like a big deal in the short term, but what if you calculated the compounded earnings over the next 40 years? What only seemed like $100 is actually thousands of dollars in the long term. 3, if you happen to quit your job, get laid off, or get fired while you're taking that loan out on your 401k, the money is due back into your account immediately. This is a huge risk since we both know that you don't have the money to put back in there. After all, you wouldn't have needed the loan if you had the money in the first place. 401k mistake number 5, inconsistency. No matter who you are or what you know, you cannot predict the market. It will go up and down without much of a warning. I know of quite a number of people who stop putting money into their 401k when the market is down because they're discouraged at the money they lost. But this is exactly the right time to invest your money. The market is selling at a discount and will most likely rise. Instead of halting your contributions, it's best to just be consistent and continue to contribute regardless of the market. Remember, you're investing for the long term. You just listened to the post titled "The Worst 401k Mistakes Millions of Americans Commit" by Robert Farrington of thecollegeinvestor.com. And definitely visit his site for a lot more info, including his ebook, which you can get for free. And thanks to Robert for giving us permission to narrate his content, and to Philip Taylor of PT Money for making the introduction. We always appreciate it. And before we go, don't forget that you can listen to a lot more blogs being narrated to you for free. All you have to do is search for Optimal Living Daily to find our other shows, where we cover personal development, minimalism, health and fitness, business, relationships, and more. Again, just search for Optimal Living Daily in the podcast app of your choice and subscribe for free. And that's a wrap for another Monday episode here on the program. Have a happy Memorial Day if you're listening in real time, and I will be back tomorrow where I'll have a post from My Wife Quit Her Job. So I'll see you there, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Finance Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com, that's OLDpodcast.com, for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.